Question. These rods can be arranged into a square as shown on the right. Okay, so this was from earlier, this unit. Let's just pick one. We'll do it together. I'll give you a couple minutes to try a couple then. Which one would you like to do?
A is 3.
A? All right, so if you look at the purple, how many whites does it take up in the same space as the purple?
4.
4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So, Sean, you were correct that is 3. And now, how many whites or cream color, whatever you want to call there, to get to the red?
2.
2. So that would be, and above it?
No.
And above it?
12, 15.
And? Yeah. So you might say that it goes up by 3 all the times. Not necessarily the case. We're going to do one more together. Devin. Green is 6. How many of these white squares does it take to make up the same length as the green?
It takes 6 white squares.
Okay, so 6 divided by 6?
1.
1. Above it?
2.
Yeah.
You 30?
So don't always think that it just goes up 3. That is not the case. Base it on what this is. Do we need to start one more? I think you can try one.
I'm curious about this one.
Curious about this one. All right, so this green right here, how many whites does it take up?
3.
3. So that means every white is
A third.
a third. And above it would be 2 whites.
2/3.
So add a third would be 3/3, add a third,
And 1/3.
4/3 or 1 1/3, 5/3, 6/3 or 2. All right, knowing that, try the last 2. You will have fractions for both of them there. Start off by figuring out what the little white square is and work your way up. Go ahead and fill out your chart and then we will discuss. Yes?
What page are we on?
51.
Oh, it is.
Anybody think they have either one? Maddie, which one?
I have both.
Okay, which one do you want to tell us about?
E.
E? All right, so yellow is right here. Looks like it takes up 5 spaces.
1/5.
1/5.
2/5.
2/5.
3/5. 4/5.
5/5, which is 1, and
6.
And 1 and 1/5.
very good. Or 6/5, either one is fine. Got the next one?
No.
No.
1.
1 and 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wait. Yeah. 3rds. 1 and 1/3. 2 and
Devin.
3/3. 2.
How many whites does it take up to make up this green?
3.
So what's 2 divided by 3?
It'll be
Just leave it as a fraction.
1.5. Oh wait.
That's the other way. That's 3 divided by 2. Just 2/3. Add 2/3. 4/3. 6/3 is 2.
Well, I got it.
8/3. 10/3.
Huh?
Just adding 2/3 on the way up.
Oh, okay.
12/3, which is
4.
4.
Indeed.
All right, this one we struggled on a little. Nope, sorry. We're doing odds. Half of 16. Where am I?
Right between, halfway between 0 and 16.
Pretty simple. Don't get that one wrong. Might as well label what it is. Of course, 8. 1/4 of 16.
1/4 of the way to 16.
Yeah, so here's where half was. So it's halfway between 1/2 and 0.
It feels like such a cop-out when I just say that.
Well, that's not wrong.
I know, it's like...
All right, on the bottom there, go ahead and try those 4 on the left. 7, 9, 11, and 13. Just says write each one as an equivalent number. So something that is the same as those things.
No, perfect.
And there are more than one acceptable answers there.
Does it have to be fraction?
I mean, do you want to make the first one a whole number?
Yes.
No, that would be fine. You can always put over 1 as well. Kira, what do you got for the first one? Really? 8 over 1, perfect.
Wait, oh, I did 4 over 3 work too.
4 over 3. No.
24 over.
Yes, 20. Divide them both by 2. Perfect. Divide them both by 6. Take them both times 2. All it says is equivalent fraction. Doesn't say reduce it. Doesn't say any of that. Next one, 54 divided by 6. That comes out nice. You can just write 9 over 1.
Do we have to do that in fraction?
Nope.
Could you do 108 over 12?
You could have doubled them both.
27 over 3.
Divide them both by 2.
99 over
But
1.
No, that would not work.
I'm just kidding.
So next one.
9 over 5.
So you divided by 5? Sure. Could have doubled them. I mean, there's a lot of different options here.
Would 22.5 over 12.5 work?
You shouldn't have a decimal in a fraction.
But is it possible?
Yeah.
I would say use one of the other 1 million options.
But is it
But
possible?
if I did this on a test,
I would count that probably not full credit.
But half credit.
I mean,
Maybe like,
but
Half
I'm not.
credit.
since you want to put a decimal in a fraction, I'd probably give you like half of an eighth of a credit or something.
So wouldn't that...
All right, 13. That'd be a 16th of a
Yeah,
credit.
I was gonna say.
What about this guy?
3A over 7A.
12A over 28A.
Sure, double him. What do you got?
3A over 7A.
Took them divided by 2. How about if I would just cancel out the A's?
3 over 7.
Yeah, or just 6 over 14 would be fine too.
Indeed. Easy money.
All right, next question. I am equal to 35 over 21. That means it reduces from there. And my numerator and denominator add up to 8.
7 over. No. 1. 7 over 1.
Divide by 5 is fine. Divide by 5, no. That does add up to 8, but so there must be another combination that works.
6 over 2.
35 divided by what would give me 6?
Oh, 6 over 2. Oh, nothing.
Okay, so not 6 then. Might as well keep going then.
4 over 4. No, that's 1.
That's 1. That would not be the same.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we tried 7, 1 didn't work. Tried 6, 2 didn't work. What's the next logical one to
4
check?
and 2. 4 and 2.
That doesn't
5
add
and
up to
3.
8.
5 over 3.
5 over 3.
Woohoo! That was close.
Top number did need to be bigger.
4 and 2 and 4.
Top number needed to remain bigger. Landon? 5 over 3. Both of them are divided by
5, 7.
7. Both of them are divided by 7.
The first time divided by 7.
All right, next page. On to number 17.
Woohoo, 17. I don't like number 17. I don't know why. It's a weird number.
A third of 63. So what is a third of 63?
31.
No.
What?
So if we have 63 bucks, 3 of us, how much are we splitting?
21.
Or each getting, I guess we're splitting 63. 21. So you're looking for answers that would give you 21. Anybody see one? That would
A.
properly show a third
Oh, wait.
of. Of means multiply. 63. F. A third of 3 plus 60 would work.
8.
H. 60 plus 3 divided by 3.
B.
B. 60 divided by 3 and 3 divided by 3 would also give you 21.
D.
D will not.
What?
That is 1 times 63.
Thank you, Lando.
A.
C is 63 divided by 3.
Not A. Never mind, not A.
A is just 63 and a third. That certainly does not work.
E.
E. A third of 63. Those are the 5 answers that I have. What would the answer for G be?
Not the answer.
Not 21. It's close though.
It's like 24.
Well, it'd be 20 plus 3.
23.
Yeah. All right, question 19. Go ahead and try that one.
Yes, let's go. Easy stuff.
One thing to point out here, the top left, it says 2 over 8. Notice that's not a choice. So it's actually 1 over 4.
Gas.
And the bottom left here, what goes in the bottom left?
3 over 6. Half.
Half, yes. 3 over 6 is not a choice. So please keep your answers to yourself, but I'll give you a couple minutes to just try that guy out. Remember that 4 over 4 is the same as 1. That should be helpful. This is probably the first one I would do is right above that 1/2. That's probably where I would start right here. To give you adding to get a 4 or 5 and a 4th. Or 1 and 1/4. That's probably where I would start.
As did I.
We got a couple done, or is everybody else on the right track?
I'm almost I just have
Okay.
half of it done.
Half of it?
I have 2 squares left.
Okay.
I did. I'm done. That was easy.
Looks good.
I read them off.
All right.
You should let me read them off.
What do you got right here, Sean?
Right there, I have 4/4.
Yeah, so this is 1 plus a fourth, and a fourth can't go here. So it has to go here. And that leaves only 1 left of the 4 right here.
1/3.
1/3 times what would give you 1/6. Yep. All right. What 2 numbers multiplied will give you a third?
Half.
Or 1 and 1/3.
1 times a third. Now I guess I don't know which one goes where yet.
You put 4/4 in the box with the numbers in it.
How do we know that though? Are you just guessing, or did
No.
you do something else first?
I don't remember what I did in what order, but I know that I didn't just guess. Down there is 1/3.
Oh, that's why. 2 numbers that multiply together to give you 1/12 would be 1/3, 1/4. 1/4 cannot go here.
Exactly.
All right. Now it makes sense. I don't like just guessing.
Yeah, I don't either. I did the bottom first.
Then I get a complete mess.
And 1/3.
Okay. Landon, top right.
1/2.
1/2 times what gives you 1/8?
1/4.
And Maddie, what's missing then right here?
4/4. And then 1/2.
1 plus a half, and that leaves 1/3 left, and 4/4.
I got it right.
Woohoo!
Have
I
it?
think we all got
Have
it
it?
right.
Easy money.
Have it? Have it?
Jean?
Have it?
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah, speed right.
All right, 21.
Cool here.
That's speed right.
2/3 of m. Usually we do fine with this one.
2/3 of the way
Oh,
down.
You know, 2/3 of the way to m. So this would be 1/3 m. This would be 2/3 m. Usually the next one is where we have a little trouble of placement.
That's not hard.
5/3. Sean, where would you put 5/3?
Make it 2/3 of the way to 2m.
Okay, so that's 1 and 2/3. So here'd be 1 1/3. Here'd be 1 2/3. So that is 5/3 m. $25.
Oh, let's go.
What goes on the left blank?
4.
No.
12p.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at 24. We are doing the odds. Excuse me.
So you are? So 4?
Yes, we've been doing all the odds.
I didn't notice that.
Because we want to do half of them today and half tomorrow. So try again, Landon. Left side, sorry.
4.
4. Top left blank.
12p.
Middle blank.
32x. -4.
Nope. Those are wrong. These are your answers.
Oh. I knew I was right.
Oh.
Well, since I finished it, I did not.
Because 4 times something would give us 12p.
Oh,
That's what
I
we're
got
trying
it,
to find.
I got it. 3p.
Devin, 4 times what is 12p? 4 times what is 12?
3.
I didn't miss
And then throw letter P on there, so 3p.
3p.
Maddie, 4 times what is 32x?
8x.
8x. That's a positive 8x. Kira, 4 times what is -4?
Check it. You got it, Kira.
Wrong way.
-1.
Yes, -1. -1 is correct.
Kira, Hannah did so good.
All right, 27.
She can go to Harvard now.
These are kind of, I don't know, a little challenging. You guys have done a lot of these with hangers.
Lengthy and boring.
Go ahead and try 27. I'll give you a minute.
A whole minute?
I don't think it'll take you that long.
That's so.
The stars are probably the hardest. Stars are the easiest? I think the hearts are the easiest.
The
Yeah,
hearts
hearts
are easy. The hearts are just 2.
Thanks, Landon.
Yep, we already got that. Well, everyone should know that by now. It's just pretty easy.
Then why did you blurt it out?
Because it was super easy.
What was the point?
Because it was super easy.
What if I didn't know it?
Yeah. Well, then that's sad.
Why did you sound so proud to blurt it out? There too.
And to figure out the 2s is pretty easy. Just go to the other page. Oh my word.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, Mel. I think it's been a minute. Do you have the hearts?
1 2/3. Oh, the hearts? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, 2.
Yes. Now, I like to write these in there. Obviously, 3 things add together to give you 2. So to make them equal, you take 2 divided by how many stars I have. How many stars I got?
3.
3. So I got to take 2 divided by 3. I'm just going to write it as a fraction. 2/3. 2 divided by 3.
I was right.
You said 1 2/3.
I don't know. Yeah.
You just had it upside down. Nope, not quite. So 2/3 times what equals
0.
the same thing.
0.
0 is the only thing that works there.
I did it. Oh, boys.
Do have a little issue with hanging a weight on a hanger and having it be 0. It seems like a waste, but
Right?
0 is correct. Nothing else works.
I love doing these ones.
Which ones? Right now?
The next one.
29. Again, I like to draw my arrows. Anybody tell me how to get from 40 to 72 or 5 to 40?
Divide
6.
40 and
Multiply
5
by
and
6.
you get
Devin.
8.
With us?
6.
Yeah.
Multiply 6.
Maddie, why don't you
Multiply by 6 does not work.
8. 45. 40 divided by 5 is 8.
So are we going arrow up or down?
Down.
Okay, so that is divided by
8.
8. So the right side has to be divided by 8, which is 9. Okay.
9.
Can you tell me 31? How to get from one side to the other?
Wow.
Yes.
I asked Sean first, but I'm glad you can see it too.
Could you do the thing where you flip it so it's x over 30?
You could, but you don't need to.
Sean's such a busy man. Come on. I'm biting my tongue right here.
I think that then you wouldn't be talking. All right, we can't multiply very easily this way, but you can this way.
Indeed.
You can divide.
By?
3.
There you go, Landon.
So something divided by 3
33.
is 11.
Whoa.
You also could have drew the arrow going from right to left and put times 3. And make sure your arrows go the same direction. All right, final page. I would like you to try that mystery grid again, the easier one, only 3 by 3.
What? These are so hard.
What? These are so hard.
You're joking, right? Be careful.
I don't think he's joking.
You've done a harder one already.
That was easy.
Problem with this one is you don't really have a starting point,
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I already got it.
Whatever.
so you do kind of have to guess, Sean, as we talked about before, not being our favorite thing to do.
I'm just gonna guess anyway, and then you can organize it as need be, to be honest.
Mr. Milburn, I did it for you.
Thanks.
I did it 32.
Yes, but I want 33.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes, still still doing the odds.
Hey, at least we get a head start for tomorrow, so.
Are you gonna let us do the events among ourselves?
We'll see.
I think Maddie, I think we all know that.
Can you bring yours here, Maddie, and I'll just copy it down and see if it works.
If not, I'll bring mine up there next.
Wait a minute. I
He's
did
such
a
an
good job.
opportunist.
Yeah, and he likes to boast.
I mean, can you
Like-
blame him?
I am done.
Yes.
Oh.
Maddie.
I'm done too.
You like the
I
balls?
like your nails.
Thank you.
Oh.
1/3 times 2/3
Is
is 2/9.
Oh,
what do you
Maddie.
mean? 2 plus
You're not adding,
Oh.
you're multiplying.
Yeah.
So not quite.
close enough.
Nope, not close enough.
Pretty close.
Okay, let's check Landon's.
All wrong.
I mean, like.
If I got the same answer.
That is what I have.
I say boo.
Oh, that's what I was about to
Society. What? I can't read that.
That's
I can't
That's
read
a
it.
2.
All right, we'll
That's a
go through them
3.
right here. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
check
exactly.
yours.
You have a
Your
different issue.
handwriting kinda sucks.
Going from left to right, Maddie. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. 3/3, 1/3, 2/3, 2/3, 3/3, 1/3. It's really nice when you have one like this. That's 1. Big fan of those. Big fan. All right. Question 35. Landon, what are the directions there on your way back?
Solve the variable by scrolling for a
Solve for the variable by scaling or representing the problem on a number line.
Thank you. Scaling or representing. Now, I'm hoping by now you don't need to draw a number line for these. But for ones like 35, okay, again, this is important to write these steps down so when you see it on the test, we know what we're doing. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal by what's ever in front of the x. Kira, what number is in front of the variable?
1 and 1/3.
I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of that, which is 3/4. And this cancels out, which is what we want. So I got to figure out 3/4 of 16. Up to you if you just want to multiply across and divide by the bottom or cross cancel. I like cross canceling personally. What can cross cancel there?
The
4 and
4 and 16.
What goes into both of those?
4.
Sean, answer.
4. Wait.
Four.
Times 3. 12.
There you go.
I'm bad at these.
Now, a question like 37. It has it already written out there for you. We just have to remember what we need in order to add fractions. Devin, what do we need in order to add fractions?
Plus 1.
No,
Common denominator.
a common denominator. So what is the least common denominator of 9 and 3?
6 over 9. And then add
It is a 9. First one you do not have to touch. It's already got a 9. Second one, Mel, we take times 3. So I got to take the top times 3.
6.
And now I can add them.
1 and 6 ninths. Oh, it ends up being 17 over 9 and then simplify.
Yeah, you could leave it just like that. Or it could be what as a mixed number?
1 and 2/3. Simplified.
Nope, it's not 6 over 9. That'd be 13. No, it'd be 15 over 9.
Oh, that's 8. 8 over 9.
Yeah, 1 and 8/9
Yeah, 1 and 8.
would be fine as well. Either one is fine. I would accept the 17 over 9.
I can't simplify for the life of me.
Just divide them by 2, divide them by 3. This one can't be simplified.
I know the answer to the who am I.
All right, I want to give everybody a chance first, and then I'll have ask Mel for her opinion first. Equal to 0.75. That's a pretty common decimal. Then it says they multiply together to give you 12. Don't shout out the answer. See if you can jot it down. It's an easy one, I think. Hopefully you feel the same.
Oh, really easy.
What do you got? 3/4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3/4 is a common measurement. 0.75, 75%. Question 41, the final one. I want you just to see if you can answer that. Okay, please do so quietly so everybody can try it on their own.
This one. We're on 41. Where's this one? Where's this one? This one. This one. If you're gonna sleep, you can do so in the office. Well, then you shouldn't be in class if you can't write down what we're going through together. It's not a high expectation.
I want you to try. I just want you to try. Got to answer A, of course, first.
So I would divide that.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right, hopefully that's enough time. Now, a common answer for letter A is 4,
I knew something was. I didn't
but that is not right. Okay? Look. It's not asking you how far it can go in 1 second. That would be 4 feet in 1 second. It's asking how far or how long it takes to go 1 foot. So 1 foot would be like right here. And you want to know the amount of time that takes.
I said 5:20.
So it's 5 seconds in 20 feet. Tells us that right there. I want to know how far in, or how long for 1 foot. So instead of 20 divided by 5, it's 5 divided by 20. Which is?
0.25.
Yeah, how about as a fraction if I wanted it as a fraction?
1/4.
Yeah, 5 over 20, 5 divided by 20. Reduce.
Oh, so
Decimal is fine.
I was right. It just wasn't.
Any of those is fine. Let's see, I need a label. How long would be seconds? Oops. seconds. So B, write an equation.
I did T over D.
Okay, so you did time divided by distance. That's the same thing we have here. Equals 5 over 20.
Is that?
That's fine. You can leave it just like that. You could reduce it.
Are you gonna?
You could cross multiply.
You're gonna have us reduce on the test.
This one I'd maybe take like a half off if you didn't reduce. Should just always reduce if you can. All right, questions on the first 1 through 41 odds.